everything moved around, gone, roof off. And as you can see, everything is gone. I mean, it's destroyed. God was with us. God was with us, taking care of us, and He's still with us.
This is a special presentation from the Arkansas Storm Team, continuing coverage of Arkansas's tornado recovery.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight, everybody. I'm Bob Clausen.
I'm Donna Terrell. Today, we are continuing our Arkansas Storm Team coverage, but more than that, we are part of a push to help Arkansans through our Tornado Relief and Recovery Telethon, and we've teamed up with the Salvation Army.
And boy, what a team it's turning out to be. The number to call on your screen, 501-340-4922. Volunteers are here in the studio right now to help out. Every little bit is going to help out in a big way, without a doubt. The telethon is open, has been since 5 a.m., will be until 10:30. Take a look at your screen. Also, you can text STORM, and I didn't get a chance to see the number there, but there are a number of ways that you can get a donation into us.
Exactly. We are continuing our Arkansas Storm Team coverage. We have our Kevin Kelly standing by live in Valonia, and Brittany Johnson is live in Mayflower, ready to give us the latest coverage.
And it has been a day of stories, I guess you could say, heartbreaking and heartwarming, to say the least. Turning now to the latest information, some of it good, some of it remains just tragic. Officials say the death toll is confirmed at 15. Now, the good news out of that is that it's staying at that number. Preliminary estimates by the National Weather Service put this tornado at an EF3 with a 29.2-mile track. President Barack Obama has issued a major disaster declaration for Faulkner County. It will allow tornado victims to apply for individual assistance.
And parents, listen up. Mayflower and Valonia schools are closed tomorrow, which I guess we would expect that. We have crews across the state bringing you the latest tornado recovery. Those reporters stretch the length of the storm's deadly path.
And with that, we go to West Pulaski County, where a family is recovering and mourning the loss of 3 family members after that tornado leveled their 2-story home. The 3,500-square-foot home was wiped out. You're looking at what is left. Basically just a pile of rubble there. Family 11 took shelter under their staircase, and when the tornado touched down Sunday, it claimed the life of Rob Tittle and his 2 daughters, Rebecca and Tori, while his wife and 7 other children survived.
And today, family members were left in disbelief, trying to understand how this all happened.
They were trying to get everybody else under the staircase, and you know, everything was timing, so apparently those 3 were the last to get under the staircase.
Well, Colt Felter says the family is working on funeral arrangements today and should have something set by tomorrow. Those are the kind of stories that we hate to have to bring to you, but it's reality. It's what this storm did. It's a tragic loss, and now we head to another city that was on that tornado's path, and that is the city of Mayflower.
And that is where we find Brittany Johnson standing by with the latest out of there. And Brittany, earlier on you were showing us pictures of stuffed animals, you know, things like that, children's toys, and that put just such an innocent face on something that is so violent.
Certainly. It's been really tough for people out here because they are finding things like stuffed animals, toys. We're back over where the Fortners were earlier today. This is a family who, they had houses throughout this area. Their great-grandfather built the homes on this land for them. So a lot of people out here sifting through the debris right now. Some of the people you see out there, those are family members that are looking through this, trying to salvage anything they can that belong to some of their loved ones. I'm standing in front of a pile that's sort of growing from what we showed you earlier of things that they found, and among them this sink. I think it's pretty telling, the damage, the amount of destruction. You could see not only did the sink come out, but it pulled out the actual faucet. That's the strength of that storm. Obviously the strength of the people out here much greater as they are pulling through, and they're finding things, sources of strength that are reminding them of what's most important, right? And that's family. These are toys from grandchildren who would visit their grandmother at this home. Thankfully everyone here is okay. We actually have the granddaughter, Brandy Wilkin. We're going to bring her in just for a second. If you could just sort of quickly, Brandy, just tell us what it's been like for you all here today.
It's been different. It's been difficult. We've found, I mean, obviously we found pictures and things that are sentimental and all of this. For 20 years, this is where we came. Family gatherings, just whenever the Fortners needed to get together, and now it's gone. So it's been different, but by the grace of God, we're safe, and that's all there is. I mean, that's all we can be thankful for. So.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. As she mentioned, faith, excuse me, people here certainly relying on faith, and that's something that's carrying many Arkansans, including other people hit hard by this tornado in Valonia. That's where we find Arkansas Storm Team's Kevin Kelly with the latest on how people are coping there. Kevin.
Thank you very much, Brittany. We're coming to you live in Valonia, and I'm sure the same scenario that Brittany just showed you is being played out here in this particular area. I'm coming to you from the Parkwoods Meadow subdivision. I'm actually standing in the middle of a driveway that belongs to Drew and Tiffany Baker. And as my photographer pans over here to show you, all day long they've been trying to salvage what they can. What you see in the driveway are just piles of clothes that belong to their kids. You see a crock pot. You see hair products. You see little bins that are filled with socks. And over here you see some bread and toilet paper. They're doing the best they can to salvage what they can. And joining me right now are Drew and Tiffany Baker. First of all, my condolences to you and your family.
Thank you.
I know you're very fortunate and happy to be alive, obviously.
Yes.
But walk me through that situation, because you were not home at the time, but you were very close to staying home. Instead, you decided to go join some friends in Maumelle for a barbecue.
Yes, we were going to stay home because I've been sick lately, and she begged us to come because she felt like she really needed to see us. And come to find out, our house was going to be destroyed, and we ended up there instead. And so we were very fortunate on that part.
And as you can see, Ben, if you go ahead and pan off and show what's left of their house, it's just a slab. Drew, you just moved into the house 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. I haven't even made the first payment.
Wow. And then you came back and saw this. Your reaction to it?
First reaction is you don't think it's going to happen to you, and when it does, you just praise God and thank God you weren't home. And stories go across that people weren't home, and I think it's important to remember those that were, because some of them didn't make it and some got brutally injured.
Well, I'm happy that the two of you are safe along with your family. We appreciate it very much. Drew and Tiffany Baker, my best to you. One other happy note pertaining to Drew and Tiffany. They immediately came home, saw the devastation to their house, Bob and Donna, and their first thought was, where is our dog? The dog was in a cage, and they found it 2 miles away. A veterinarian saw the dog, knew who it belonged to, and made the call, and they've been reunited with that dog. Just incredible stories here out of Valonia. We'll toss it back to you in the studio.
Man, those are the kind of stories that are just, you know.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, too, or maybe not so unbelievable.
Uh-oh.
Given
Drum roll? Do we need a drum roll for this?
$120,000 raised so far. So when I say things like every little bit counts, really, how much does it count? It counts that much. $120,000. Telethon's going to be going on until 10:30 tonight. So we want to let you know. The number's going to be up on your screen, 340-4922.
And we've already made a prediction that we're going to reach close to 200,000. That's our goal anyway.
We can do it with their help. Everybody at home, thank you so much.
We're going to head to a break, but real quickly, I want to thank Michael Boyle for his donation and Giselle McGuire, who just called a few minutes ago, and she said, they're not going to embarrass me, are they? Of course not. We thank you so much. Giselle is from Little Rock, and we just want to give a shout out to Mel Bradford. He is writing a check for $3,000. He's with the Gap Fillers Ministry. Thank you so, so much. Every little bit helps. You've said it. I keep saying it, and we do mean it. We're going to take a break, but before we go, we want to remember those who lost their lives because of this horrible storm.